Now, my ambitions for this kingdom were high, so the first major project I was starting was a railway around the entire kingdom and to the Japanese town, and the final length ended up being over 5 minutes long. So this is me building it, and oh boy, it took a lot of time to build. 6 hours total to build the entire thing. So sit back, relax, get a cuppa of tea or coffee, little bit of biscuits, dip it in if you know what I'm saying, and watch me build a massively big railway. The vibes right now are too good. Look at that thing in the storm, it's beautiful. As I was building, a creeper decided to intervene, so with my newly upgraded Betty, I shot that thing into the lava wall. It just went flying into it. It was great. Then once I got the entire loop of the track done, I decided to take a quick break and make the first station for the track, and then I could start expanding it and getting the rails down, and oh boy, am I glad I did this duplication glitch a while back to duplicate a bunch of resources, because I ain't mining that much iron. That would take way too long. Please don't hate me for duplicating, it is my own world. I can do what I want. I've never used creative, it's fine. As I was expanding the track, some frogs decided to hop around outside a bee's base on the track, and I don't even know how they got up here. Did they seriously just spawn up here? Oh, what caused this? This is crazy. There's frogs bouncing around. Gotta love some frogs, you know? Frogs are fun. Till you mention fireflies. And then I went back to the main base to check on Doofy in the kitchen, because I thought, why not? I've got too many rails, man. The funny thing is, it's not even enough. I had to go back for more. There's so many of them, it's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then I got to work on upgrading this little monument from the Second War from episode 6. I was going to make it out of netherite blocks. As I said, glad I did that duplication glitch. Look, the main part is I have never used creative in this world, not once. This world has never been in creative. It is fully survival, and I count the duplication glitch as part of the experience and the world's story. It all just adds up over time. It's what makes the game fun, you know? More rail building. I've been doing this for like 3 hours at this point. And then I took a break to go help S, who was just very... I just tangled my words there. Vibing over at her house. Look, this is what happens when you don't use a script. You just think of it as you go along. Well, not really think of it as you go along, but you know, you look at the footage and think of a script in your head. You just tangle the words. Realistically, any other time I would have just edited that out, but for some reason I've kept it in. Anyways, things started going bad at S's. Mobs were attacking from all over the place because the area wasn't lit up, and it resulted in some creeper shenanigans, as 2 explosive Taco Bells decided to come on over as I was crawling through the window. The big kablooies! It's never fun when creepers get involved, is it? Yeah, it kind of resulted in a massive crater, and then I got pushed into that crater by a mob, and only just stopped the creeper from exploding and finishing off the house, because S was there. It was just absolute mayhem, and then S was being chased by the creeper, and I was chasing after the creeper and all the mobs. It was crazy. There was stuff everywhere. There was skeletons out in the day. It was bonkers. And how does that even make sense? The chainmail doesn't cover their head. They should still be burning. What is going on? It was just absolute madness. And soon, the rail was complete, and it was a pretty snazzy project, if you ask me. I was quite lucky, and it was fun to just chill around, go around the place. I did have some footage of all 3 of us going and riding the entire thing for the first time, but for some reason the footage has disappeared. I genuinely don't know where it went, but it is what it is. And since, you know, S's house was kind of demolished, I thought I'd fix it up for her and make things look a little bit nicer. Well, S tried out a new mystery box thing I'd been trying out, and then her house nearly got blown up again. But the good thing was, the rail was working well, and no mobs had spawned on the track yet, which was a huge bonus to me. So I thought I'd go celebrate by vibing in my room. and there was this weird black thing in the wall. I wasn't quite sure what was going on. I thought I'd go check it out. I went in it, and I started dying. And then catastrophe struck. As S's house was being rebuilt, her controller died. New batteries had to be put in, but she came out from her hidey hole to 2 creepers surrounding her house, and then to 3. There was no hope. There was no escape. It was over. They blew up one by one, and they destroyed that house. All her hard work reduced to atoms.